I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:42 p.m. Can we rise for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence, keeping in mind our military and people that serve the community. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Secretary, would you please call roll?
Mr. Bachman?
Here.
Mr. Baker? Mrs. Buchanan?
Here.
Mrs. Geist?
Here.
Ms. Moore?
Here.
Mr. Obert?
Here.
Mr. Richardson?
Here.
Vice President Gerlach?
Here.
President Nober?
Present. I'm going to turn it over to our solicitor for his report.
Thank you, Madam President. This evening, the Board of Directors held an executive session beginning at 5:05 p.m. And ending at 7:37 p.m. All board members were in attendance, as well as Superintendent Gerens, Mr. Swigard, and myself. During the executive session, a number of items were discussed. Information gathering related to certain real estate transactions of the school district, information gathering related to a certain project for the administration operations building, at which professional service vendors of the school district were present, as well as Mr. Maloney. Personnel, pardon?
Your mic stopped.
Oh. Is that better? Personnel matters were discussed related to shifting personnel related to the 6th grade move, Act 93, negotiating status, administrative positions, and cafeteria management. Furthermore, there was information gathering related to insurance for the school district, as well as a general overview of budget matters, and finally information gathering related to auditor candidates. Additionally, an executive session of the board was held on June the 21st from 6 p.m. till approximately 8:15 p.m., at which all board members except Mr. Obert were in attendance. Mr. Swigard, Superintendent Gerens, let's see, and then individuals from the township were also in attendance for various real estate related transactions of the school district, as well as the RDA members were in attendance. And then on June 27th, another executive session was conducted, at which Mr. Baker, Ms. Moore, Ms. Buchanan, Ms. Gerlach, and President Nober were in attendance. Superintendent Gerens, Mr. Swigard, and Mrs. Wagner, as well as Bristol Township representatives were also in attendance, again for information gathering related to real estate matters. This meeting lasted from 6 p.m. to 6:40 p.m.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to Public Relations, Facilities, Operation, Transportation.
We had a meeting on June 7th at Keystone at 1 p.m. Mr. Baker, myself, Mr. Hunt, and Mrs. Bill were present at the meeting. District vehicle report, we had 13 vehicles repaired at a cost of $6,622.94. Of that, one vehicle was an insurance claim. One of our vehicles were hit by a truck. So if we subtracted out that repair cost of $3,029, the actual cost to the district was $3,593. Kitchen repair, we had 9 pieces of equipment that were repaired at a cost of $3,120.96. Last month, the group completed 550 work orders, and 573 were generated for the month. Open discussions at the meeting were graffiti, vandalism, mothballing, update of the buildings. Future auctions, we have an auction July 5th at Barton, And we have another auction July 22nd at Washington. We're looking to schedule something the first week of August or second week for Lafayette. Hasn't been finalized yet. Sixth grade move was discussed, facility needs for both Armstrong and FDR. Armstrong is moving along very well. We only have a couple more days left there, and we'll be moving on to FDR. Truman Turf was discussed. The vendor has to be out in the next week or so to make the repairs to a drainage issue we had in the field. So that turf will be repaired hopefully within the next month.
That's covered under
Yes.
warranty?
We held back money. We
Okay.
decided to hold back, I think it was $100,000 until it was
And it's
satisfactory.
covered under warranty, so we're
Yes.
not paying anything?
No,
Okay.
no cost. Next meeting is July 5th at FDR at 1
Okay.
o'clock.
Thank you very much. Curriculum, special ed, co-curricular policy technology, no meeting?
There was no meeting.
Okay. IU Legislative Council, PSBA. Vice, do you have anything?
No.
And there was nothing really going on with the IU. They, they're wrapping up for the end of the year. Bristol Township Liaison?
The recent council meeting swore in a new member to replace Amber Longitano, Miss Marianne Wagner.
Yes.
I'm very happy to see her appointed, and she can bring a new set of eyes, ears, and voice to the council, and he will be good to on a almost daily basis here, the struggles we have, so very glad to see that. The only other thing concerning the school was Mr. Howard Allen, the liaison from the township to the school, asked about the permit fees reimbursement. I don't know what the latest is on it, but it was discussed as the budget meeting wasn't broadcast the last time, so they refused to consider.
Correct. The most recent budget meeting was the last.
Was not a voting meeting.
I understand that, and
Right.
that's, I'm just the messenger here, that's what the statement was.
We had February, March, April in line. Done deal. That's correct.
Okay,
We only need 3.
right, but,
February, March, April.
so
Done.
we are
Compliant.
broadcasting live even as we speak and sit here, and I was told that we will be getting our money back.
When?
They're going to watch it to make sure that we're actually doing a live broadcast, and then they're going to issue us a
There's a
check.
council member right there that's live at every one of these meetings.
We're on the wrong path, Mr. Baker. I'm going to speak for the councilwoman.
That's a
because
duh.
she has been pleading our case since she was sworn in, and
I believe
she's
it.
an advocate for the school district and an advocate for everyone and doing things right, so we are working on it.
How's she fitting in on the council?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
glad she's there,
Yes, we
as
are.
opposed to any one of us.
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Gerlach, do you have a
Agreed.
tech school?
That's the end of my report.
Of course,
Thank you, sir.
I just swallowed. The tech school budget was just passed. Their budget amount is $26,998,309. There was no nay votes. There was no abstentions, but there was a lot of people absent. So it was a total of 45 out of Bensalem, the borough, Bristol Borough, Bristol Township, Morrisville, Neshaminy, and Pennsbury all voted yes on it. Ours also was a decrease. We'll be paying less to the tech school this year. Yeah. Yay. Then we just had our meeting on Monday, the 26th, and we had 14 students placed in the top 10% of the nation in the what's the skills? Yes,
Wow,
14 of just ours
that's
in
impressive.
the top 10% in the nation. It's never happened before.
That's very impressive.
And then we had a Marine Service. Marine Service, he's actually in the small engine repair work. It's a Marine thing. He won the gold medal in that division for the nation.
Nice.
So, yeah. I don't know if they were just getting the results as we were, oh, hang on, somebody just got another gold. So, we were just getting it, so I'll find out what district he is from, and I'll have a more updated next month.
Thanks.
Did you want to mention anything on the plans going forward for the building?
They're talking about reconstruction because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done over there. They originally had a price and it wasn't a doable price. Nishnawbe was going to be the most increase of payments due to this, so they did meet and brought the price down. So we'd even be paying less than we are now with new construction. We don't have the details yet. They're going over more details and they're going to get back to us. But there'll be blueprints.
Mostly upgrades like we're doing in Barton.
Yeah, to the
Adding
old,
a gym,
the old section.
non-seat gym, so because it's a comprehensive school.
Their old cafeteria is their gym, and they can't do sports and stuff because the height is of a cafeteria, not a gym. It's so much higher, so they're supposed to make it.
Oh, they didn't have a gym besides?
Cafeteria gym.
No, it was a cafeteria gym because it wasn't a high school back in the day. The old, yeah, it was all purpose room.
It wasn't comprehensive.
It was just,
Oh, you mean it wasn't a full high school?
exactly, it was just the tech school, so they didn't have to have a gym. So it's adapting that whole entire side from the 1960 side. Roof, air conditioning, the HVAC, ductwork, yeah,
It was back when the dinosaurs built it.
exactly.
I also think they want to make some improvements in the cafeteria.
Yes.
Yes,
We're going to have a
but
restaurant
they've
style in
been,
there.
but they've been adapted some too. They were gonna go bigger and make some walls out bigger to accommodate the kids better, but a lot of it has been taken out to make the numbers come down and be appropriate that people can afford.
The authority's paying off their loans.
Correct.
So if they don't have any, they don't exist.
Right.
So in order to get money to make improvements, they have to
They have
exist.
to take, yeah, they have to take the other.
Right, so we've had a number of reviews, and all those improvements went from, I think, 30+ million down to 21. But our share, as with other districts, our share that we pay towards the bond is not increasing.
Right, that was the goal,
Yeah,
Right.
to not increase your bond payment now,
right.
even though it's going to be borrowing more money. It
Ours
was to
actually
keep
went
it-
down.
Yeah, but I
Went
mean,
down.
it's keeping
Only
it
a
at
couple
the
$100
same
bucks,
level
but
now.
a couple $100 a year is a
Yeah.
couple $100 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they're still tweaking at it, and we'll get more information next month.
Thanks, Mrs. Burwell.
Absolutely.
Insurance, we don't have anything to report on, and the finance committee, I'm assuming that you met?
I was unable to attend, maybe
Okay.
Carlos was there, he can give you some information. He wasn't
No, I
there.
was the only.
Well, Josh,
We
it's
were the
up to
only
you.
two there.
The Finance Committee met on June 21st at 1 p.m. Members of administration present were myself, Patricia Bergen, Bob Maloney, Chris Hunt, and Rich Webb. Residents of Bristol Township present were Barbara Bill and Tom Barton. Discussed with a list of bills for the general fund, for the cafeteria funds, for the construction fund. We also reviewed all overtime reports, budget transfers, and recent RFPs. Meeting was adjourned at 2:45.
Thank you very much. Okay, moving on to public participation on agenda items. We only have one. Mrs. Bill.
My question is, are we going to be discussing the budget when it comes time, or is this something you have to discuss ahead of time? Since there are no numbers, I'm assuming we will discuss
We
it
are going
at
to
the
be
time.
discussing it, absolutely.
Well, because you say, like, you know.
Yes, no, we're going to be discussing it.
And did we give this information to,
Some of it.
because it's misleading where it says.
Good words.
The amount, well,
I
the
know.
amount for special education is 15 million something. But that's only for the amount we pay out to other schools. It's more like 28 million. And that's the
You are
number that I
correct.
think should be out there, not 15 million.
You're correct.
Yeah, but I know, but this, yes, well, we all know that that's not the right number for the assessments, but that's going to be discussed, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have the approval of the minutes for the May 15th meeting. I'll take a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Richardson, second by Mr. Bachman. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. We're moving on to bid opening minutes. Is someone going to read or give us a summary? Okay, so we actually had 3 bid openings. The first one was for athletic uniforms and equipment. The second one was for athletic and physical education supplies and equipment. And the third one is carton ice milk and fruit juice bid and collection of refuse. So, you're accept them into the minutes? Okay. Thanks, Mrs. Gerlach. I assume, Josh, you're doing the treasurer's report?
That is correct.
Okay.
I did attend 2 of the 3 bid openings as well.
Okay.
Nothing to report, all as usual.
Okay.
First one, School District Treasurer's Report. Cash concentration fund.
Can you use the accent?
I was practicing
I
all
just
day.
love hearing her voice.
I don't have it nailed
No,
down.
that's okay.
Cash concentration fund, $6,220,666. General fund credit of $238,995. Payroll fund has a credit of $5,290. Cafeteria fund has a credit of $647,000. ZBA fund has a balance of $5,975,734. Construction fund has $29,309. The cafeteria petty cash fund has $2,890 in it for a grand total of cash of $6,007,933.
I have a motion.
Motion.
Subject to audit, Mr. Obert.
Yes.
I have a motion by Mr. Obert, seconded by Mr. Baker. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. The administrative reports, the mercantile report, the health service report, for May, the June health service report, the May operations report, the May lunch participation, the May enrollment report, the professional leave reports for June, teacher professional leave reports, and administrative reports will all be accepted into the minutes. Okay, moving on to item number 10, payment of salaries. The action item is to approve the amount of the district's payroll for the month of May 2017 totaling $4,124,715.13. Motion by Mrs. Gunn, seconded by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Okay, item 10.2 is to pay the district's bills for the month of May totaling $6,951,933.80. Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 11 is unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business?
Not at this time.
Okay. Moving on to action items for board consideration. Item 12.1 is to approve Andrew Rupersberger as medical consultant for the school district, physician for sports physicals, and physician for mandated school districts, and Jane Tanum, MSN, CRNP, as a certified registered nurse practitioner for mandated school physicals, and Dr. Paul J. Raven, DDS, as dentist for mandated school examinations. Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.2. Oh, lucky Josh. Appoint Joshua Swagger as trustee for the Bucks and Montgomery County Schools Healthcare Consortium representing Bristol Township School District for a term of 2 years effective July 1st, 2017. Motion by Mr. Richardson, second by Mrs. Geist. Any questions on the motion?
Josh, you're not staying here 2 years, right?
Wait, did Allison pay you off or something to take that?
She didn't take it off, but she owes me.
Okay. favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.3 is to approve three $10,000 grants from Maurice Romey Foundation to Brookwood Elementary School, Keystone Elementary School, and Mill Creek Elementary School for a total of $30,000 to purchase Project Lead the Way science kits and iPads to support a STEM lab for 1 year.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Moore, seconded by Mr. Richardson. Any questions on the motion? All in favor? Against?
I did have a question. When will this be implemented?
Immediately.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.4 is to accept the donation from Comcast for 10 HP Chromebooks at an approximate cost of $2,100 for Beth Hartwick, resourceful living and business teacher for use in the classroom.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. We want to thank Comcast and the grant person, Maurice Romey, for their donations to our students in the school district. We appreciate it. 12,
Take 15 or 12.5 and 12.6 together since they're both
12.5 and 12.6 are appointments as department chairs for Truman High School and Armstrong and FDR Middle School.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Mrs. Gerlach to take them together. Do I have a second on taking them together? Ms. Moore, okay. And now I have a motion by Ms. Moore and a second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Okay, item 12.7 is reverse tax assessment. The administration is recommending approval of the settlement of the reverse tax assessment appeal matter for tax parcel 05-075-311, 7200 Marion Avenue in the matter of Bristol Township School District versus the Board of Assessments Appeal 2015-08544. Do I have a motion? You want to explain it? It's a reverse tax appeal.
The district is challenging the assessment of a piece of property upwards. In other words, an assessment that favors the school district.
I like that. So moved.
Motion by Ms. Moore, seconded by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.8 is to approval of committed fund balance categories as required by GASB. I just want to make sure. 54 by June 30th, 2017. Actual amounts will be determined upon completion of the audit.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Ms. Moore. Do you have to explain anything on that one, Josh?
Only two. So our general fund balance has a PSERS commitment, and every year we need to reassess how much we need to commit for PSERS, and the commitment requires board action, so that's the action. And the amount will be determined once the audit's complete and we know exactly how our change in fund balance ended.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.9, approval of the district budget for 2017-2018.
Let's get this started.
Okay. First of all, I'm not going to make a motion because we don't have any amounts yet. So, do we want to start a discussion?
Yep, trying to get back to it. Okay.
Let's start.
After going over it millions and millions of times and poor Josh getting numbers up and down, and we wanted a zero increase, but we know that that isn't even possible because it would take, since our Moody rating was just increased, it's helping with our, what is it called? The
Our bond rating.
bond rating. So we can't bring our fund balance below a certain point where we'll drop our rating back down again. So we looked at numbers from 1.3% increase.
What's our rating now, Josh?
As of last week, it was AA.
A3.
AA3, I thought.
It went up. I
It
don't know.
had a negative rating after that went away.
It had a negative rating and went away.
A3 minus.
A3 minus? But A3 minus is not a bad rating. It went down. But it's not.
No, we're really went up.
It went up.
It's AA3 plain. I didn't see a minus.
There isn't a
That was
minus.
prior, wasn't
It
it?
was prior, there was a minus last
Four,
time.
so we went up to just AA3 without the negative.
Yeah, and wait a minute, while we're on that subject here, Moody, they have really nice things to say about us. They said our credit, positive, healthy, AA3, we're in the median, robust financial position, moderate, healthy, social, economic profile and tax base, favorable, respectful. And they still put us at an A, that's a capital A, lowercase a with 3.
So we don't want to drop back down again, so below it. So we just got back up it. So the percentage we're allowed is 3.3%. So we did different ones from 1.3. We asked Josh to get us some numbers, 1.3 to 2.3 to 3.3. And that's where we left it. We were given the numbers to look at, and it's anywhere from a $47 increase at 1.3, an $84 increase at 2.3, and a $120 increase at 3.3.
Well, Josh, how much are we short in the budget?
Without a tax increase? With no tax increase, we are $3,069,000 short.
And you have a rough estimate on how much we cut out of the budget when we first started, what our shortfall was in?
Last budget meeting, we cut about $1.5 million.
What about from the beginning, the first time we met to now? How much do you think was cut?
From the beginning, we had some increases that we had scaled back, increases in special ed costs, and we had to
Right.
scale back in other areas. So it did decrease overall, but
Right,
I think not the 1.5 we cut last meeting.
right.
So if you do the 1.3, will you still have your fund balance at a favorable rate?
Higher than we've been before.
Well, we would have to wait and see what comes out of it. You know, we would have to ask our financial advisors, you know, after we vote on this, what impact we just did.
Well,
Based on the budget, the fund balance is going to decrease, even if taxes are raised to the max. So I guess it's the
and what's the number that we shouldn't go below, or we already have that?
We're below it already.
13.
Oh, we're already below it, and we have an A minus, A.
And no
But
minus.
we were so much
I know.
before. We were lower before.
And we've been slowly
And
building
now we're
it.
A3,
AA3.
AA3.
Yeah.
But that's not the only driver.
They look at the consistency
Mhm.
of your fund.
State ladders, everything.
They look at your consistency. Over a 2-year period, if you don't drop, then they look at you as being stable. So then you'll get a better rating. Unfortunately, when the government steps in and cuts your funding on things and other things increase, you have no other way. You can't stay stable unless you have a huge fund balance, which we have never had a huge fund balance.
But I heard that we are also our rating is also based on a state rating. I was told that.
Well, the state rating is horrific.
I know. So I imagine it affects us too.
The ideal fund balance is between 8 and 10% of total revenues, and 8% total budget revenues is almost $11 million.
Oh, so we're already 3 million below it.
So what's a little more?
Sue?
That bothers me, I don't like that, I like to have money in the bank.
Yeah, 3.3.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know, I read that article that Barbara had read, and I assume it's factored in, but when does the state government usually reimburse us for half the pension money?
We submit it quarterly, and then after we submit it, it usually comes in. Depends how long it takes them to pass their budget, especially coming about a month or a similar time frame when we submit it.
Okay, so is that factored into that, or?
Correct. Yep. It's a revenue line item on the budget, and it's an expenditure line item on the budget.
And we're basing a lot of our numbers on the state, and the state hasn't approved their budget, so we could be basing it on a number, and it's going to come in less than that, which is going to give us more of a shortfall after we already approved the budget.
Which makes no sense. We should have at least till July 31st.
Yeah.
If they're due by June 30th.
Anybody else have any comments on
The increases by the state, the 3.3 can't even cover that. Can't even cover it by $500,000. So, right out of the gate, we're behind. And also that article in the paper wasn't exactly apples and oranges. That, I think Josh said that included commercials also. So,
So the average tax rate is in the paper.
Oh, they included.
It's total assessment divided by total number of taxable parcels, which includes business and corporate. It's not a residential tax.
So then,
Josh, you said there were like $1 million that you decreased from the last budget meeting. What were some of the things that were cut? How many positions were cut overall, and was there any cuts to programs?
There were no positions cut. I believe there's some attrition. So
I mean, there's no staff cuts, I understand that, but there were position cuts, right?
There were change positions. Nobody was furloughed.
No.
Right, but there were, like, I know there's an elementary library position that was cut.
The library position at the elementary was moved with the sixth graders to the sixth grade to the middle school.
Not the library
There was a
position.
light, you're right, the floater librarian was lost.
Right, so there were a couple of positions cut, but mostly they were reallocated.
Reallocated, yes, it was reallocated to a teacher at the middle school.
Okay, and I know, like I said, I know that the ISC positions were cut, but then they were replaced with
A
a liaison
supervisor, special education liaison.
Yes.
Yes.
Were there any other positions that were lost?
Positions were changed as a result of the needs of the district. So when the sixth grade was moved up to the middle school, the positions in the middle school needed to be changed.
So basically, we are.
And then we have less students at the elementary school, so the students, specialists went to the middle school with special.
Right, with the exception of librarian, which was cut.
Correct. It was a floater that was cut.
Right, but it was not,
every
we had
school
4
has a
elementary
librarian.
librarians and now we have 3. So there was
Right,
an
every
elementary
school has a
librarian position that
librarian.
was cut.
Oh, I just thought floater was just a.
A person that went between 3 schools.
It was a full-time position. It was a full-time employee.
But
so
the person was not furloughed.
Right,
Not-
I know that
did
there,
not lose
because
their job.
of retirements and attrition, yeah, I know there were no staff losses, and I know you're actually hiring, which is good.
Correct.
But what I wanted to know was the positions that were cut, that because the positions won't be filled next year, there are positions that are lost.
those never changed. They were, I mean, with the move to the sixth grade, there was reallocation of positions.
Right, the rest of them were reallocated, right?
so
Coast
the,
County Free Library is hiring, she needs a job.
She has a job.
Anybody else have
So-
anything they're
so
doing?
the recommendations, the 1.3 totals, my math is $4 a month.
I'll make that motion.
Me too.
1.3.
I wasn't finished.
Sorry. I like what you were saying though.
2.3 equates to $7 a month, and the 3.3 equates to $10 a month, the average assessment on it. Just so you have the numbers, that's what they equate to.
Right, but we need to, in the motion, We need a dollar.
I wasn't making a
He
motion.
wasn't making a motion, he was
Wait.
making a comment.
Right, but we have to wait a minute because this is, we're approving the total budget first, and then we go into the tax rate.
I'll make a
So,
motion to approve the budget.
and Josh, do you have that number?
Just the expenditure side of the budget?
Well, that's what it says. Approve the 2017-18 expenditure budget totaling,
$137,369,787.
You can say it slower, there's somebody typing it.
137?
$137,369,787.
did you write that down, Mrs. Bill? You got it?
I got it.
Okay, so I know you always write it down. All right, do I have a motion?
I made the motion.
A motion by Mr. Obert.
Stacy made the motion, so we didn't have the discussion, and Kelly made the second. So we had that discussion, now we just need to vote.
No other discussion?
They have it.
Well, we didn't really have any discussion on the budget.
That's the next one.
Discussion on tax.
Do we want to,
This is the number that came
that's
up.
the number of the
after-
budget.
Yeah, after everything that was cut, could be cut,
And
and
Right.
just so everybody
Program
knows,
saved.
that's a budget that has
et
full
cetera.
day kindergarten still and busing and everything intact.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, I just want to make sure.
And the move to the sixth grade, the sixth grade.
And the move to the sixth grade, fully funded and all of that, right?
Yes.
Transportation and kindergarten, that's 8 million of the 10
There's
million.
no
that
cuts
we
in
applied.
music, there's no cuts in art.
Right, just so everybody knows what this is for. This is going to run our district
Just trying to
the
set
way
the
it needs
rumor
to be
mill
run with
straight.
the programs we have.
okay.
Just think of that number, 137 million. Only 10 million, 8 of it's transportation and kindergarten. And, you know, all the rest of the other programs are $10,000, 20,000. You're talking 137 million, so you know where the money's going.
And this is the last number that was presented last week at the budget meeting?
Correct.
All right, all in favor? Against? Motion passes 9-0. Okay, moving on to the tax rate. Approve a resolution to establish the real estate tax for 2017 at how many mills? So we want to have,
Great.
No, that's,
do I have a,
The mills should be.
Josh would have to figure out the mills for us.
it's 213.05 right now.
1.3 would be at 1.3, it would be 215.82.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion for
Second.
1.3.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Mr.
Bachman.
Bachman. Alright, so since we're still kind of having a little discussion, Josh, if we do 1.3 mil, how's that gonna leave us?
$2.3 million short.
So we're gonna be taking $2.3 million from the reserve.
Which would leave us at,
Which would leave us at around 6.7 million.
higher than 13.
6, 7, 6,
First 2
7.
years.
It's right here, look. 6, 7, 6, 7, 3, 7, 9 is the exact what the balance will be.
Yeah, but I want everybody to see because they don't have that in front of them.
Okay, well, the fund, if you take the 2.3 from that to keep it at the 1.3% increase, it'll be 6,767,379 would be the fund balance after the money's taken out.
At 1.3 or 2.3?
At 1.3.
And it's
676 7379.
That's our total fund balance. Our spendable fund balance would be 2.3 million.
Correct.
Unspent.
That's all we can spend is 2.3 million.
And our fund balance has been under 5 in previous years.
That's
It's
not
bad.
good to say.
But we have. Well, it's been,
But
we've
it's
said
better
it's
than it's been, right?
It's been bad. So this isn't as bad as it's been.
Well, better than has
Exactly,
been.
that's what
Correct,
I'm saying.
so-
Better than it's been.
It's like,
Better than it has been.
Right.
Does anybody in the public have any comments? I know yours. You think we should go to 3.3?
No, I don't think it,
No,
I don't think 3.3.
2.3?
I think, and I know haven't been around for a while at the school board meetings, but I don't think there's many residents out there that are gonna tolerate, you know, a tax increase at all. I think 1.3 is probably bearable.
Yeah.
But I
That's what I
think
thought.
you start hitting 2.3 or 3.3, you
I
do
agree
have
with you.
wars out there in the parking lot. People are just irate in the township because
We know.
of the school taxes. You know it. You've all been around. You've heard it all. You
I
know.
live it.
And we do. You know, we have a tremendous blight program going on right now. Well, what sense is doing the blight program? You're not going to have anybody buying the homes. I mean, they're selling right now because taxes are bearable. But if you come out in tomorrow's paper and say 3.3 increase, boom, it's going to stop. You know, it's just going to stop. 1.3, I think, is bearable for residents at this point.
And to say $4 a month,
I
is that
agree
what
with
you
that.
said?
That's Sheila Beeman.
Cover my name. And the hard work.
We went to high school together, so we kind of know each other for a really long time.
Yes, yeah.
See, the sad thing is, what people don't realize, they blame the school boards all the time, and it's in every district.
Oh, I get that.
You have the federal government cutting, you have the state cutting. If you add up the cuts, if we fully taxed the full amount that we're allowed, it doesn't even cover what we were cut this year.
And I'm in total agreement with you, but
So
unfortunately.
people have to start voting out these legislators that do these things to our people. Because they sit back and say, we didn't raise your taxes, they did. Well, in essence, they did it because they forced it on you.
Exactly.
And people don't realize that.
Right. But
Start voting
unfortunately, all the war is in your backyard. No
Yeah.
matter what state you live in at this point, it's in each individual district's backyard. So do you really want that going on in your backyard? I don't think so. I think you want to be as gentle with the residents as possible right now.
And I think
We
this
are
is
in
doable.
better standings than we have been in a long, long time, in both the school district and the township. So
Well, we
things
were at a
are
no-
slow.
No raise, we weren't going to raise taxes at all until the government did what they did to us.
And I understand that because I was sitting here and I heard you say that. So I understand that. And that's why I'm saying maybe the gentle road is the road to take this time.
We totally agree. Well,
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it more than 1.3.
right.
Because that, if you say, oh, sorry, it's going to be $50, so that's $1 a week or whatever. Nothing like it's going to be $50.
Okay, so the mill's at 215.02.
I agree.
The millage would be 215.02.
0.82.
Oh, I already did.
215.82. With the increase in millage of 2.77.
Stacy just had a tap that 8 and Angela was better with 02 and you gotta throw the 8 back.
I know, I
Go by
tried.
the document.
It's our fault. Impeach.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Should we do a roll call vote? Do you mind? Mr. Bachman?
Yes.
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Mrs. Geist?
Yes.
Mrs. Buchanan?
Yes.
Ms. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Obert?
No.
Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Vice President Gerlach?
Yes.
President Nober?
No.
Motion passes 7-2. Is it the number?
Thank you.
And moving on to,
Wait a minute, before we move on,
Go
I
ahead.
gotta say this.
go ahead.
I voted for this, and I do understand I'm broke right now too. But as taxpayers, if the residents don't get on the ball and start hitting up your congressmen and your senators, you don't have to worry about your schools. Because guess what? You're gonna get double hurt then, because we saved every program just now when we did this vote. We saved every program that we had on no money. They're trying to cut transportation.
No, they're going to cut
I'm
transportation.
trying to be nice. We have done everything we could to save transportation. Last year, we had parents galore come in and they want the after-school program cut. Residents, you say they're going to yell and scream, Sheila? They're the quietest people I know through this budget time. We don't perform the miracles. Each and every one of us take a hit every time any tax is raised. Anytime there's a cut, we always get the blunt end of the deal. It don't start with us. We're doing our best to make sure that every kid in this district get everything they deserve plus. But if you don't hit up your senator or your congressman, if you don't go down to Washington and raise Cain from the dead, it's going to hurt you even more. Because guess what? We all work here. It affects me in my real insurance. I got to pay extra now, and I get less benefits. I work in a hospital, and guess what? We're going to get less people, so we're going to be laying off more. So everybody in this room's health care is going to be affected. Title II programs, Medicaid access, it affects our school district. Either way, we still lose if we continue to be quiet. Coming to the school board meetings, I love to see people, I want to hear your input. But we need help too, outside of this room.
And I don't think I'm denying that, and I
No, I'm
don't
not
think
saying
that I
you
have
are.
that
I'm not putting it on you. I'm putting it on every resident in the state of Pennsylvania.
Exactly.
And it hurts me right now just to raise the tax at any degree, because I know we can't afford it. But guess what? We can't afford to keep saving our schools too by ourselves. We need help too. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks. Item 12.11 is to approve the resolution to establish the interim tax, real estate tax for 2017 at 215.82 mils. Have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bachman, seconded by Ms. Moore. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against?
Aye.
Motion passes. Just Mr. Over? Yes.
That's the same number as the one before, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Item 12.2 is to approve the amount of 12. The amount of $285.67 and the equivalent assessment reduction of $285.67 to be used to reduce homestead property tax bills for the 2017-18 school year. Dr. Sheila. Motion by Mrs. Gerlach. Second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? Oh, Mrs. Geist, I'm sorry. We could change that.
We didn't say it at the same time.
I know. Your voices are very similar. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Against? Motion passes 9-0. 12.13 is to appoint
Mally?
Mally. M-A-L-L.
You have in front of you?
Nope. M-A-L-L.
M-A-I-L-L-E-I-E.
M-A-I-L-L. No. Too many voices. Thank God. As auditor for the Bristol Township School District for the year ending June 30th, 2017. Motion by Mr. Obert, second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion?
Year ending June 30th, 2017.
Right, they're going to be auditing our whole year. That just, that will be closing this week. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Approve the 2016-17 budget transfers requested June 2017.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Obert, seconded by Mrs. Geist. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
Can I make a motion to take 12-15 to 12-18, with all bids?
Was the wrestling mat in that?
That was my next question.
Josh, do you know if the wrestling mat is in that bid?
I would guess not.
Not, I thought it was.
Because sometimes the larger items are not considered part of the bid
It's
package.
not on that list.
It's not on that list, I just opened it up. Most of them have to do with pants and shirts and shot puts and socks and
So this is
baseballs and
Right.
small
Football, jelly,
items.
dummy.
athletic
Other
and
smaller stuff.
Smaller stuff.
supplies and equipment and uniforms and the cartonized milk and juice and the refuse bill bid.
Most generally, a large item like a mat would not be in one of these bids.
So,
Should be.
Can we look into it then?
It's not.
Could we find out why it's not in there? Is it a bigger?
That should be.
She's
That's
she's probably
really the
taking
only
it out of her
sport
budget
that was-
once the budget's approved.
Yeah, but it was already put in last year's budget for them to take out
Maybe the bill didn't come in yet.
That was a different mat.
different items.
That's what I was saying, the money was already there.
It was a different mat.
Do I have a motion by Mrs. Gerlach, second by Mrs. Geist. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
19 and 20.
Motion to take item 12.19, the Campadati camping trip and an additional overnight trip together. So a motion by Mrs. Gerlach, second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion?
I have a question. Can you explain this camp to me? And how does kids get involved? Is it through the teachers, is it through recommendations?
Mr. DeFontenay, would you like to please share that?
Camp
It's
is,
been 40 years and you've got more history than I do.
camp originally started out as special education camp. Teachers would elect to take students from their classroom. When we began inclusion, they began to include general education students as well, but the practice remained the same. General education teachers or special education teachers are allowed to take their students. In the event that a few students from that particular classroom are unable to attend, they would be permitted to go to another classroom during the week that the teacher would be absent.
Thank you. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.21 is the 2017-2018 co-curricular list. Motion by Mrs. Gerlach. Second by Mrs. Geist. Any questions on the motion?
Yeah, the last one. Any relation to the old one?
His father was a special ed teacher years ago, Jack Owen.
And the head football coach?
Jack was never a head football coach, he was one of the assistants. Back in the day when Ed Newman was a head football coach.
Now, there was that last name back when my son played. As the head.
I didn't see it.
It may have been, I wasn't,
Ago.
how long ago?
Graduated 12 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Shush. 29.
29 with 100 years experience.
That's right. Right next to you.
I got 200 years, sorry.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Mr. Bachman, do you want to abstain from the 7th one from the bottom?
No,
Okay.
I'm on it.
So you're good with every other name except that one? You are good with it, but
Yes, I am.
I know, okay.
Okay, being the end of the year, we have a lot of agreements. Did we take 1222 to 1240? Tons of agreements.
That's a motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Ms. Moore. Any questions on the motion?
Normal yearly agreements that you have to redo.
What's the communications stage?
That's the group that does our Facebook, Lisa, and assists with communication when we have issues in the district.
Those two.
And does the yes, and does the PR.
I was just wondering if that was still the name.
Yes, it's Communication Solution.
Okay,
I don't
all,
know if you changed it.
no.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.41 is to approve the settlement agreement in the special education matter between the Bristol Township School District and John Doe, resulting in a settlement not to exceed $3,000 to be put in a compensatory education fund to be managed by the district.
So, second.
Motion by Mr. Obert, seconded by Ms. Moore. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. 12.42 is to approve the settlement agreement between the Bristol Township School District and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Human Services to pay $9,531.56 as a result of the 2012-2013 medical access arbitration.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Moore, seconded by Mr. Obert. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
Item, if we take 1243 and 1244, they're both special ed tuition contracts for textbooks.
We can, but they don't see the agenda. Can I read these two quickly? Because
absolutely.
the first one is to approve it, because I want them to understand how much it costs us to send students out. Approve the tuition contract between Titusville Academy and the Bristol Township School District for the 2016-17 school term at a cost of $97,236.78 for students. And the other one is to approve the Titusville Academy 2017-2018 school term tuition contracts at a total cost of $111,653.36 for 2 special education students pending solicitor approval. We don't disagree that these students deserve this, but we just want people to understand how much it costs us to send children out based on what the state tells us that we have to do to educate these children. So, it's a lot of money, but
So
they don't
that's
deserve
where all
it.
of your taxes are going.
Well, that's
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
So I have a motion by Mrs. Gerlach.
All of them.
Do I have a second? Second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. 12.45, additional board meeting date. Approve the additional 2017-2018 Bristol Township School Board meeting date as listed below, and that is December 11th. And the reason that we put 2 meetings in December, because we've cut them down, is the December 4th meeting will be reorganization. And since we only have 1 meeting a month, it's a very long meeting, so we thought that we would take things on the 4th that are, we need to deal with right away, and the rest of it will stay for the 11th. So that's the reason for the change. Do I have a motion?
So, second.
Motion by Mrs. Buchanan, second by Ms. Moore.
Yeah. I don't think they will.
Josh, were these dates advertised, or are you going to advertise them now?
That'll be approved
It will be
for-
advertised.
Okay, perfect. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
Did anyone check all the dates that doesn't interfere with holidays, so we don't have to re-advertise?
Yes.
Check.
We did our best.
Yes.
Can't guarantee snags.
That's right.
Where's the big part of this one?
National Trump Day.
Oh, is there a mistake on the number?
This year. Okay, we'll fix that.
Oh.
Okay.
It's far from the teacher.
Yes.
Item 12.46 is to approve the 2017-18 school breakfast and lunch prices as listed below. Elementary breakfast $125, secondary breakfast $150, elementary lunch $260, secondary lunch $310, and adult lunch $410. Motion by Mrs. Buchanan, second by Ms. Moore. Any questions?
Are they increased any?
It's a 10 cents increase.
Across the board?
It's a dime increase, and it's mandatory. It has to be increased in line with the cost for the free and reduced lunches.
Mandatory.
Sue has a,
I just wanted to tell you the breakfast prices are the same.
Thank you. So it's just lunch
Just lunch.
and the adult? Okay,
And it's only by 10 cents.
right.
right.
Okay,
I
thank
said
you.
that, I'm sorry.
I just,
Oh,
no,
that's
that's
okay.
good, because, thank you for correcting me. I thought they were all 10 cents more.
No, and I don't, to explain what Josh said, whatever the state reimburses for free, you're supposed to charge, am I correct in this, what you do for the paid lunches, they're supposed to meet that. Am I correct?
Right. Okay,
It's kind of a simpler.
right. Thanks, Sue, I appreciate that. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passed 9-0. Okay, 1247 to 1249 is all organizational memberships. I have a motion by Mrs. Gerlach. Different here. Second by Ms. Moore. Any questions on the motion? Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. I have to read this. so it's gonna go well. Item 12.50 is to approve the salary scale for cafeteria managers that was presented to the Bristol Township School Board at executive session on June 28, 2017, with the agreement that they will pay the same amount towards insurance as the OPEIU. All subsequently level raises after the expiration of the salary scale will be determined by the board. All benefits are also commensurate with OPEIU contract provisions effective July 1st, 2017. The manager's salary scale is attached. Do I have a motion? Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Mr. Bachman. Any questions on the motion? All in,
This agreement is giving them the 2% raises in future years, it's a 3-year contract.
correct. And this is funded through the cafeteria.
Not the school district.
That's correct.
That's an increase, Jim.
The
That's a 10
cafeteria
cent
is, yeah,
It's not a contract, it can be changed.
right. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Item 12.51 is to approve the district insurance policies listed below. Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Mrs. Buchanan. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
I thought we were paying.
Okay. Item 12.52, administrators and supervisors compensation and benefit plan will be placed on the agenda for our next meeting. All right, item 12.53, policy 913.1, advertising in schools. Motion by Ms. Moore, seconded by Mrs. Gerlach. Any questions on the motion?
Angela, is
Yes.
this the one we talked about last week at the budget meeting?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Have to have one before you can do anything.
Right.
All,
I just
yeah.
wanted to double check.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Okay, moving on to personnel. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Garens.
Item 13.1, the following terminations are being submitted for the reasons listed.
Motion by Ms. Moore. Second by Mr. Bachman. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
13.2, the following resignation is being submitted to be effective as listed.
Motion by Ms. Moore, seconded by Mrs. Gerlach. Any questions on the motion?
Were they interviewed?
This is a resignation. Oh, an exit interview? Did you have an exit interview with this particular person? No.
Are we
She ever gonna did get have-
for questions?
I'm kind of like to see that started, so we know why things are happening, why people.
I think we know why this one. don't we?
Yeah.
We can make an assumption in this particular case because she just had a baby, correct? Right? But it could be other things as well.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that you had discussed having exit interviews, and Allison will follow up.
Can we make it a policy?
We did not make it a policy. We had a discussion at a board meeting last month.
Okay.
You want to make a policy?
Do it in 3 days,
Could have it-
start of the fiscal year.
It's free information,
Right.
whether it's true or not.
All of you will follow up and get the information to you.
All in favor? Against? Motion passes 9-0. We would like to thank her for 11 years of service in the district.
13.3, the following retirements are being submitted to be effective as listed.
43 years. Do I have a motion? Thanks, Mrs. Gerlach.
You're welcome.
Second? Second by Mr. Richardson. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. These two employees gave us 33 years to our students and the district.
13.4, the following requests for leave are being submitted for approval for the reasons listed.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
13.5, the following names are being submitted for consideration for appointment to the positions listed.
Motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Ms. Moore. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
13.6, the following names are being submitted for consideration for appointment to the positions listed.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Obert. Second. Second by Mrs. Geis. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
13.7, following position is being submitted for ESY summer school.
Motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Mrs. Moore.
It's not there.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0.
I typed it wrong too. I missed that. 13.8, the following resignations are being submitted to be effective as listed.
A motion by Ms. Moore. second by Mrs. Buchanan.
Exit interview would be very valuable, because they're all short term.
That was ESY that we have to get.
Any,
I know the reason for number 7, because I had a personal conversation, and it has to do with salary.
okay.
I do not have conversations with the other folks.
Okay, all in favor? Against? And these employees served the district for 16 years. Yes.
Are any of those positions are they hired in a different position? Because sometimes that occurs.
No.
Okay. 13.9. The following retirements are being submitted to be approved as listed.
Motion by Mr. Richardson, second by Ms. Moore. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0, and these 4 employees in total gave 90 years of service to the district and our students, so we want to thank them very much for their service.
13.10, the following requests for leaves are being submitted for approval for the reasons listed.
So moved. Yeah, so moved.
Mr. Richardson, second.
Yes.
And any questions on the motion?
Can we take them separately? Or separate them?
Is there one in particular you want to separate?
The last one? So 1, 2, and 3, and
So you want to take the following requests for leaves for being submitted for numbers 1, 2, and 3?
Yes, please.
So moved. Second.
Happy.
13, 10, 1 through 3.
And who was it? Gerlach? Over?
Over.
Okay.
Of course.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 9-0. Okay, now we're going to take the number 3 separately.
Number 4, the following request for number 4.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Mr. Richardson. Any questions on the motion? Okay, so
Does it?
when you say, so an affirmative vote means that you're voting for it, and nay means that you're not voting for it, okay? So yes means yes, no means no, okay? So when I say all in favor and you say yes, that means you're voting to approve this. So I just want to make sure I understand. So
Yes means approve the leave, no means just.
that's correct.
Okay.
So all in favor? Against?
Aye.
Against.
Okay, so motion passes 9-0 for nay. 9-0 nay. I mean 0,
Yes,
yes.
9.
Because I knew what you were going to do, and I'm like, wait, I better say it. I love you though, it's okay.
I love you too.
13.11, the following names are being submitted for consideration for appointment to the positions listed. I was waiting for the clicker over here.
Someone.
Motion by Ms.
Oh, that's going to be crazy.
Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Buchanan.
Holy cow.
When we get these in the future, is there any way we can see what their salary was?
You want to add this? You want to add a column for salary was when they're being upgraded?
That would be good.
Yeah.
Is that something we can do, Allison? Can you put their current salary and if there's an upgrade, what the amount, the dollar amount is? Sure. Does that seem, okay. Okay,
Now, if there isn't any, then it's.
yeah. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? I'm all in favor for everyone except number 3, and I'm voting no.
that?
Oh, yeah, there's 2 3s, Mrs. Wagner. So
Oh,
the
right.
first number 3, I'm a no on.
Who did number 3?
Stuttered.
Okay.
Bring forward.
So 3A and 3B. So 3A, I'm a no.
Don't they, by seniority bid on there?
Is that correct? Yes.
So really, you have no say.
I'm still saying no, because I have a right to vote my
Yes, you
opinion.
do, yes, you do, but I'm just saying, if we all did that, then we'd be in a world of trouble.
Right. But I just have to. That's my conscience telling me I have to do that.
That's probably the right thing, but it doesn't matter, we're what's right.
Okay.
No. You have to do with the contract, so
You
it
do it.
doesn't matter if it's right or not.
I'll make a motion. Wait a minute, we're not ready, Mrs. Wagner. We are doing that thing. You are. She corrected But the most important person. 3. No,
I didn't
she
stutter
do
that
it.
3,
She's the
And we
most
all make
important
mistakes.
person here.
Absolutely.
So, but that wasn't my stutter.
We're looking at a fix.
I will.
Okay, go ahead, Dr. Barron.
3.12, following names are being submitted for consideration to be approved as substitutes to be called as needed during the 2016-17 school year.
Motion by Mrs. Gerlach, seconded by Mr. Richardson. Any questions on the motion? All in favor? Against? Motion passes 9-0.
That's all I have, Madam President.
Item 14, do we have any correspondence?
I do not. Oh, you do? No, none.
Item 15
Wait, you
is
said one.
other business. It's the finalist for Teacher of the Year. The Inspire Federal Credit Union announced the finalists for Teacher of the Year. Among the finalists were Karen McGuckin, 1st and 2nd grade autistic support teacher at Mill Creek Elementary School, and Christina Temple, 3rd grade teacher at Brookwood Elementary School. Congratulations.
How about it, folks?
Russell Township, you big thing?
We have no public participation on non-agenda items.
Thank you.
Our next meeting will be Monday, August 14th in this room, 7:30. Before I take a motion to adjourn, I just want to tell everybody to enjoy their 4th of July, have a wonderful time, enjoy your month of July, and then we'll see you back here in office. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Ogre, second by